Hi guys, Toad here for FMSuicide, and it's the one you've been looking forward to. It's the start of my second season. I don't know what update this is. I think it's my seventh. I'm not 100% sure. A lot has happened this transfer and pre-season transfer window and pre-season, and if you've been keeping up with the page, you'll know quite a bit. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the leagues. This is who I'm playing against this year. Got Blackburn, Blackpool. I mean, a lot of these teams can be challenging near the top. I mean, Leicester are a very good team, and Blackburn, Blackpool, Bristol City actually got into the playoffs last year, so they're going to be good again this year. And teams like Leeds always are good. Nottingham Forest will be good. Sheffield United, I reckon they'll have a good season. And obviously Wigan and Swansea will be up there as well. So it's going to be a very competitive league this year. I am targeting to avoid relegation, along with the likes of Sheffield United, Colchester, Doncaster, Portsmouth, Peterborough, teams like that. So home form is going to be very important this season. It's going to be the thing that I'm going to rely on the most, I reckon. But let's get rid of all this stuff you don't really care about and go on to the transfers. First, I'm going to start with who's gone out. People who have been liking my Facebook page and keeping up with my stuff will realise that Luke Freeman, player of last season, my favourite player last season, top goal scorer and everything, has left. The board took it into their own hands to sell him for 2.4 million. And I know it's a lot of money for this club, but I wanted more for him. I reckon he was worth more. I reckon he has potential to be a very good Premier League division league left winger in the future. So, I mean, we could have kept hold of him and sold him another season in for about 4 or 5 million, I reckon. But they just sold him, and then obviously had to buy replacements. And I'll look at that in a minute. But I sold Chris Beardsley. People have been saying that he's a good striker and I should keep him, but he just wasn't cut out for this level. He didn't really play that much last year. I didn't like him. People who watch my live commentary, I know I abused him quite a lot. He's a donkey. Peter Wynn left, his contract ran out, and he was just a useless player anyway. This guy, he had decent potential. He could have been quite a decent player for the club, but he didn't play in the positions I play, so it was just useless having him, so I just got rid of him for as cheap as possible. And Alan Julian, I was quite happy to get in 7k for this guy. He's worth 10, but he was getting old. He was useless. He hadn't had any match fit performance. He hadn't really played for us. So he didn't really have like any proof of how good he is. So people wouldn't have been that interested in him. So I had to sell him quite cheap. And I got rid of him because I bought in another keeper. But we'll go over to who we've bought in now. Robbie Cotton. This guy, he has very good potential. A good Premier League centre midfielder in the future. So he's on a free. That is a great signing for us. 2.5 star ability at the moment, 5-star potential, and he will be getting quite a bit of first team football this year because obviously at the start of the season everyone's not match fit, so he's going to get quite a lot of game time. Joshua King, got him on loan. He's a good striker already, and his potential to be a very, 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 very good striker. On loan from Man United, so he's going to have to be pretty decent. I'm paying all his wages, and I loaned him instantly as soon as I could after selling Luke Freeman, because I just needed someone to come in and fill his gap. And then Chris Martin for 1.2 million. I don't really know. I think I could have got someone better for cheaper, but I've seen him on TV last year in the Championship when he was on loan to Crystal Palace, I think it was, and he's just a goal scorer. He causes problems. If I look at his stats, he's like an all-round player. He's got good technical, quite good mental, and quite good physical stats. He can only not do the stuff that we don't really need him doing. So, I mean, that's going to be quite useful for us this year. He's quite quick. He's got good finishing, good free kick taking, dribbling, crossing, so he can help out the team. My number 9, he's going to be the main striker, and he's got potential to be probably a leading Championship striker in the future. I don't know, is it going to be a risk? I'm not sure. Hopefully he proves me wrong and proves that he was worth 1.2 million. Then we signed Oliver Norwood. A lot of you will know him from FMCV's stuff, and that was partly the reason I actually signed him. I mean, he's a very good centre midfielder already. He's going to be in the first team, and his potential to be even better. I know that he's good for teams like mine because Mike from FMCV on his Bury or whatever save, he bought him, and he's still in his first team in the Premiership, so obviously I'm hoping to keep Oliver Norwood for a long time. Then Lloyd Sam, 160k. He's a good winger. I mean, he's the type of winger you want. He's played at this level quite a lot. He's got pace, dribbling, crossing, first touch, flair, teamwork. He's the perfect right midfielder for me, and he's fitting quite well in the friendly so far. Hasn't really improved or anything. So, but he's pushed Wilson back into right back, and he's going to be in the first team a lot this year, and hopefully he's going to be creating a lot of goals. And then we got Shane Ferguson on loan. He's very good. I mean, for the things I want him for, he's good. He's not good at all the other stuff, but the stuff he needs, he's good at. And as soon as I saw this guy was available for loan, I loaned him because he was on loan to MK Dons last year when we played him, and he caused us a lot of problems. He's got quite good pace, and he causes defenders problems. And he's done well in the pre-season, so thought I'd get him in. Good signing. And then I bought Liango on a free transfer. He was released, and he's got potential to be a very good left winger. So I'm going to keep this guy. Maybe sell him on because he's worth 500k. So hopefully I can get a good profit off of him in the future. Gary Kenneth, not old, not young. He's going to be one of my main centre backs this year. He's better than Mark Roberts and Ronnie Henry. He's tall, he's physical, and he's got pace and stuff as well. So he's going to be a very useful centre back for us. He's going to be in my first team. He's probably going to be my main defender. So, and I bought Joe Garner for 45k. Now, people probably be wondering, why'd you buy him for that much? Because 45k is quite a bit for someone. I'm not going to put my first team, but his potential is going to be make him as good for my first team. He's a target man, so he's someone different. I've only got Eddie Johnson as a target man, so obviously I can bring this guy on or Eddie Johnson on. And from other careers, I know that he actually does play better than his actual ability, so that'll be good. And Stephen Bywater, the one I bought in and then got rid of Julian for. I mean, that's a good goalkeeper lineup. Chris Day's old, Stephen Bywater's quite old, and then Ian Turner's like getting old. So he's going to be my spare keeper. He's going to be playing this game, I reckon, because my main keeper's just come back from injury, so he'll be playing. Jack Grimmer was sent to me by Fulham, who are my new parent club. I couldn't reject this guy, so he's going to be my spare right midfielder, right back, and he's going to get quite a bit of game time for us. Fulham will be happy about that. And then I bought Derek Williams, who has potential to be a very good centre back. I'm going to try and sell him to a feeder club. I don't think I have one at the moment, so I'm waiting for the board to get back to me. And I'm hopefully going to send him and Liango to a feeder club and get them match time and get their abilities up. If I look at the pre-season fixtures, we had a very good pre-season. It's the first pre-season I've actually played all the games. I normally just go on holiday for them, if I'm honest. And we started off the pre-season with a away win to Luton. We won 5-1, dominated game, as we should have. Chris Martin scoring, Lloyd Sam scoring, so they're getting goals in the pre-season, even though it's against poor teams. And then we beat Ross County by the same scoreline. And look, Chris Martin scored again. Eddie Johnson actually got a goal this time, and Mark Roberts got 2. And he missed a penalty, so I made him take the penalty so he could try and get a hat-trick, but that wasn't my best idea. We dominated the game as well, and Ross County aren't a bad side, but they're not our standard. Then we played a friendly against my old parent team, and I mean, Leicester are a good side, and the team they put out was a very good side. So this was a match. It was a good match for me because it showed me how we're actually going to cope this year. And Chris Martin and Joshua King getting the goals early on, we actually pretty much dominated that game like we did teams games last year. They got a goal from a set piece, but it's given me a confidence as that we're going to do well this year. I mean, home form is going to be our biggest strength. Last year we were invincible at home. And then we went and beat Gillingham 3-0 away. Phil Edwards scored and Eddie Johnson got 2. I started with more of a second team this game just to get other people match fitness. So that was a good result for us. And then Grimsby 5-0 away. Chris Martin got 1, Joshua King got 1, Eddie Johnson got 1, Laird got 1, Messina got 1. Look, we dominated the game again. Possession is another thing that we're dominating as well in these pre-seasons. So we're going into the first game of the season with confidence, with form, and I'm confident we can get a result out of this. If I look at finances, we're going to lose quite a lot of money this year from wages because we've brought in players, quite a few players, and I mean, not many people have gone out on higher wages, but we're going to have to adapt to that in this league. We've still got one of the lowest wage budgets in the league. It's just we haven't got as much budget as everyone else. The board have actually planned to build extra seats in the stadium. If I go there, they build it and expand the stadium by about 3,000 because towards the end of last year, if I go onto my fixtures and do it actually, towards the end of last year in our home games, our home ground holds about 5.8 thousand at the time, and we were packing out. We were getting 6.6. We was getting 5.9. Oh, I've just looked at the same one, haven't I? 6.1, 5.5. So we're like filling out a stadium. We actually had about 85% and stadium filled over the whole season. So I think they've done the right idea, but I think they've done it at the wrong time. They don't know how we're gonna act in this league. We've got a pretty decent start this year. Doncaster, Gillingham, Reading, Bristol City, Watford, Swansea. So obviously I'm gonna have a hard patch at some point in the season. I haven't really looked at it. So hopefully it's not the run-in. Let's just have a look at that. No, that's not the hardest run in us. I think it's leveled out. We've got instead of having hard patches and good patches, we've got an average patch all season. So staying up this league, that's my target. I'm confident we can do it. A lot of our players are capable of playing in this league. I reckon this year we'll win a lot of our home games. I think we're going to be unbeatable at home again. So that's going to be good. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you leave me some feedback on what you think I should improve, what you think I should add in next time. I should come back to you after I did it 2 months last time, so I'll probably be back to you the end of the 9th. So at the start of the Southampton game, around this time, so I'll play quite a few games before I come back to you. So I'll see you then, guys, and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Like our Facebook page if you haven't. Make some hate in the comments for Freeman, and I'll see you again soon, guys.